Hello and welcome back to Backroads. My name is David and today we are driving to Fergus and Elora, Ontario. That is located northwest of Toronto. These are two cool little quaint towns. They're probably the prettiest in Ontario as far as I'm concerned. The architecture and how these buildings were made, they were all quarried, all the stone was quarried right from there. Like, it was just really cool to see how they built this town. They're not large, but there's a good heart with a lot of cool people that live in these places. And at Christmas time, it's all decorated up really, really nice. So when I get there, I'll be making another video on the whole Christmas market, the downtown, and we're gonna walk. We'll do that walk when we get there. Now, the road that I'm on, everyone, refers to it as Fergus Road, and this is the road that stretches between Orangeville and Fergus, Ontario. We'll pass by a couple of little small towns along the way, like really hamlets more than anything else. We may actually see a little bit of a sunset come down, which is really cool. You don't get to see that very often. Just at this time of year, there's so much cloud cover. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of cloud cover kind of coming into play. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Now, it is December 20th. Is it December 20th? No, December 21st, Saturday. And it's cold one. It's minus 13 Celsius right now. And I'm curious to know how many people are actually going to be at this little Christmas market. Now, the Christmas market, not very big, just a couple of buildings. There's about like 88,000 lights and I think 120 trees kind of in this market. But the downtown is gorgeous. It's going through this total revitalization. There's a hotel that's being built there that costs a pretty penny. There's also condos that are being built on the other side of the gorge where the river goes through. It is really beautiful. A lot of great restaurants, breweries, pizza joints, candy stores. Really cool little gift stores, if you would say. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's a really cool place to bring your wife, your girlfriend, your spouse, your significant other, your girlfriends, and dudes, if you like going, you can hang out in the bar and, we can drink some beer. I'm just goofing around. There's a cool little bakery in town as well, and I don't know if the bakery is going to be open, because every time I go to Fergus, actually I should say Elora and Fergus are like two towns, but they're being kind of merged together with a lot of the, urban sprawl, basically. But every time I go, this little bakery is always closed. They had a fire happen a number of years ago, and then it was closed for insurance purposes, so it could kind of be rebuilt. So it was rebuilt, and then the new owners, they have it, and they've been adjusting to new hours. So every time I go, it seems like it's always closed. So we'll see if it's open today, but not in this particular video. In the next video that I'm going to make on the prettiest town in Ontario. Okay, maybe it's one of the prettiest towns. There's a lot of pretty towns in Ontario. It's nice to see the sunshine though. This time of year, it's usually gray. As you can see from the last number of videos that I've put out, snow squalls, snowstorms, we've had rain. I thought about going to Niagara Falls and making a video out there, but I don't know if I have enough bandwidth to get that done before the end of the year, but we'll see. Oh, it's gonna get sunny. Ah, it's beautiful. Hamlet called Marsville. Not a lot's going on in Marsville these days. There's a school, there's a church that's being converted into a house. A little subdivision. I think the one thing I'm going to like about this drive is the sun setting. I think it's just pretty. Oh my goodness. Driving is one of those things that I really enjoy. Just getting out on the open road, away from the city. It's just a sense of peace, tranquility, beauty. It gives me an opportunity to think. Overall, it's just a really nice experience getting out. Summertime driving at dusk is probably my favorite. We're just entering into Wellington County from Dufferin County. Fergus is 13 kilometers away. That house that we just passed, that's going to be like the stonework that's on the majority of the buildings in the two towns that we're going to. Oh, off camera, unfortunately you can't see it, is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 deer out in a farm field. I think that's the most deer I've ever seen in one spot. And that's what this guy is doing. I think he's probably going to go take a look. I think he had his I think they had their camera out. Yeah, I think so. We should probably get to Elora just as the sun sets, I think. Beautiful sky though. You know, all these boats, Lake Bellwood is on the right hand side. So typically all these boats you find were from like the owners who are on the lake or fairly close by. You'll also find that some of them take their boats down to Guelph Lake in Guelph, which is located south of Fergus. frozen over. I mean, it's probably not thick enough to stand on. Conservation area. This is the longest night that we have on the calendar, and then, or is that tomorrow? Anyways, it's the in the next day, or it's in the next day or so, and then we start getting lighter in the evenings. That would be nice. I always find October, November, December so challenging with the lack of light. Heck at the sunset though. Between Orangeville and Fergus, it's not very long. I mean, you're looking at about, if you went to downtown core to the downtown core, you're probably looking at about 25 minutes. Fergus, Ontario. love these old houses. They're just so beautiful. I'm gonna change the angle of the lens on the camera here. Hold on. See if I can go wide angle just as we drive through town. That way you can kind of take it all in. Actually, let's see if it can just autofocus. Now pay attention to the buildings because they're all the same, quarried out of the same stone. There's the brew house. Just passing over the Grand River. Just love the old architecture. It's my favorite town. Just beautiful. Just wait till I turn the corner. That's all I gotta say. So coffee espresso bar. Right on the corner. You can't really see it because I got my suction cup on the window. Not much I can do about that. It's not dark enough for the lights to come on yet. Probably catch it on the way home. It's hard to see how cute this town is unless I'm walking. But hopefully you can kind of get a little bit of an idea. All right, next stop is Elora. And Elora is just outside of this town, just a little bit. A lot of the new subdivision and the hospital is off to the right-hand side, which is the north end. This is kind of the edge, per se, of Fergus. Just on the right-hand side, yeah, you can see a field, but behind that, that's all slated for development. We have such a shortage of housing and a huge population that needs housing. We just need the interest rates to go down just a little bit lower so people can afford houses again. Now, in the small little town of Elora, there is a casino. It's tiny though. Now the Grand River, excuse me, again is off camera to the left, but that's where the Grand runs through. You can go tubing in the summertime down the river, which is pretty awesome. It's a nice place to come with the family for sure. Welcome to Elora. Told you it wasn't far. A 3-minute drive. Police come and they will do their radar just in town here because everybody speeds in town, and so they get them as they pull in. You gotta pay attention in these small towns. It's the end of the month, you gotta make their quota. Nope, they just gotta keep the roads safe. Keep all the drunk drivers off the road. Yes, 40 kilometers an hour seems really slow, but it's the right thing to do because there's like a lot of kids in these towns and people are always walking, and you just never know where someone may just pop out. I think it's gonna be busy. You can see the parking lot is full down on my left. You can see all the street parking is taken up here. Yeah, it's gonna be busy. So cool. So cool. So flippin' cool. And here is everybody out walking. Coming to see the lights, coming for dinner, coming from all over. Oh, going straight is not a good idea, people. Unless you have to go to the hotel. It's not a good idea at all. Alright. The light is green. Are you going that way? Are you going this way or are you going that way? Alright. Oh, yeah, this is one busy. Oh, is the bakery open? Oh, I missed it. Oh, time to go find some parking. Definitely not parking down here. There's no parking at all. There's a chocolate store here too. It's really yummy. To the left is the Handsome Devil, and in front of me to the right is, right where this car is that's blinking, right across the street is the Elora Brewery. Both great establishments to go to. But again, everyone's got their own tastes of what they like and what they don't. And the Elora Gorge is out here as well, which may be another video, but it's a pretty cool place. And there's a little grocery store right here. This opened a couple of years ago. You gotta love street parking. Look at that. That was well done. Well done. It's one of the better parallel parks I've seen.